All right, mobile suit of the week. It's going to be the NZ-666 Kshatriya. So Kshatriya, I was just looking that up. That has to do with the ancient Hindi caste system, and the Kshatriya was the name of like the military system that would keep the peace, and then when there's peace, they'd govern that peace. Kind of a cool thing. I always think the names are really neat. Here's a close-up look. We've got that kind of Zeon single crest with the mono eye. Got the sleeves look because this is specifically the mobile suit deployed by the sleeves. Full frontal, Zinnerman, those types. And then we've got the interesting wing thruster bits that, at first I was attributing to the Q-blade, but it could have really came from something else, and we'll get to that. Let's see. I like the name, the NZ, Neo Zeon 666. I mean, that's awesome. Yeah, Kshatriya, aka the Quad Wing, is a mobile suit featured in the novel and OVA series Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. The unit was piloted by Marida Cruz. So, television. When we're looking at the Gundam wiki, there's a lot of delineation between movies, novels, manga, OVA, television. So, it's Gundam Build Fighters, which I haven't really dived into. I guess it's in that. It's also episodes 1 and 3 in the OVA, although technically there's a repaired version that shows up later on. And in the manga, so it's the Unicorn manga and novel, and then in the games here. So, real quick, the profile. It was developed from the NZ-000 Queen Mansa. So let's take a look at that. All right, so yes, this looks like a Kshatriya, a version of it. Interesting. So let's see about this. It's featured in Double Zeta. So it's piloted by Pull 2 and Glemy Toto. So I've been doing my rewatch. I'm actually on like 30-something, so I'm probably going to get to this soon. So far, Pull 2 has been in the Psycho Gundam 2, which is awesome. And then Glemy, what was Glemy in? I can't think off the top of my head, but so that's where it started, right? And so let's, and this has the developed from. So it is developed from that Psycho Mark II. So they took some development from that as well as from the Q-blade Mark II. Okay, so I can kind of see then where this is coming from. And then when we saw earlier what the Q-blade was developed from, so I don't need to go down that rabbit hole. I'd be doing that forever. So, okay, we can kind of see then with this, yeah, the Mark II in the Q-blade Mark II. All right, so then, all right, so technology and combat characteristics. The Kshatriya is a mobile suit based on the NZ-000 Queen Mansa used by the first Neo Zeon. The Kshatriya is much smaller than the Queen Mansa, but has similar, if not equal, firepower. This is accomplished by the 4 large shoulder binders, which are also the reason for the suit's nickname Quad Wing. Each of which mounts a pair of mega particle cannons, beam saber equipped sub-arms, and 6 funnels. The main body of the Kshatriya also has 4 mega particle cannons, 2 machine cannons, and 2 beam sabers that can also function as beam guns. Okay, interesting. It can also be fitted with optional beam Gatling guns on its forearms, although the Kshatriya lacks the mega particle deflection system seen on the NZ-000. An eye field barrier generator was installed in each of its binders instead. Its original Psychomu system was also replaced with a more effective Psycho frame. Although the Kshatriya is a massive mobile suit, it has fairly good mobility thanks to the thrusters mounted on the binders. And to take a quick look at that again, I guess these are mega particle cannons that are attached to it. And it talked about the beam sabers also doubling as beam rifles or beam, let's see, mega particle cannon, 2 machine gun cannons, and 2 beam sabers that can also function as beam guns. So I haven't really, I'll have to look more into that, probably from watching Unicorn or whatever. I guess I haven't really paid attention to that. Let's see. So yeah, again, operator. So built by Neo Zeon. specifically for the sleeves. All right, let's talk about the armaments here. The beam saber. Okay, the Kshatriya is armed with a total of 6 beam sabers for melee combat. 2 are located in the forearms to allow for quick responses to close combat threats and can be used as beam guns when stored. Okay, while the remaining 4 are small beam sabers mounted in the sub-arms that are in the Kshatriya's binders. These 4 sabers are likely fallbacks to allow the Kshatriya to fight off multiple enemies, or as a trump card to allow it to catch unsuspecting foes off guard. The generated beam blade is strong enough to cut through standard mobile suit armor with ease. Good to know. Machine cannon, a pair of rapid-fire and projectile weapons that are mounted in the chest between the megaparticle cannons. They are used mostly to intercept small missiles. Very cool. Funnels. The Kshatriya is armed with 24 funnels for all range attacks. Each funnel possesses a powerful beam gun that is capable of melting an enemy mobile suit's armor. 6 are stored within each of the Kshatriya's 4 binders and are remotely controlled primarily through use of the psychoframe-equipped cockpit. These funnels are used primarily to allow the Kshatriya to engage a large number of enemies at the same time or to overwhelm a powerful foe. However, they are shown to be vulnerable to the RX-0 Unicorn Gundam's NTD system. And we saw that in Unicorn. Megaparticle cannon. The Kshatriya is armed with 12 megaparticle cannons. 4 are mounted on the chest. They could be fired together to create a single very powerful beam or to fire a scattering beam in a manner similar to a shotgun. 2 more of these cannons are mounted on each binder, allowing Kshatriya to fight off enemies from any direction. Beam Gatling Gun used only in the novel. Okay. A pair of Beam Gatling guns is attached to the right forearm. So that would look sick. But the Robot Spirits figure doesn't have that. So special equipment and features. So a psychoframe cockpit. The psychoframe is a technology that builds the brainwave to machine code translator known as psychommu into the metal frame of the mobile suit. This allows a new type or cyber new type pilot to mentally connect with their mobile suit's operating system, similar to the biosensor, and directly issue commands via the pilot's brainwaves. So kind of standard for those psychommu or psychoframe-based mobile suits. So sub-arms. That's right, hidden in the binders, the sub-arms can be used to destroy an opposing mobile suit's arm simply by latching onto it or used to capture a mobile suit as shown by its capture of the Unicorn. Each sub-arm is equipped with a small beam saber. Interesting. I-field generator. Located within each binder, it produces a Minovsky particle barrier around the mobile suit capable of deflecting incoming enemy beam weapon fire. So the Kshatriya just seems like a badass mobile suit, and really the only thing that really stopped it was the new type destroyer systems, which is really what forces a pilot to go beyond what they're capable of. So it's almost like that's what's required to fight it off, and I think that's cool. It really just shows how badass the Kshatriya is. So history. The Kshatriya used by remnants of Neo Zeon called the Sleeves and is Marida Cruz's personal unit. It is foreseen in combat against 3 Jagans during its trip to the Industrial 7 colony. After being alerted to Londo Bell forces near the colony, Marida Cruz uses the Kshatriya to attack the enemy mobile suits consisting of RGM-89D Jagans, RGZ-95 Rizels, and RGZ-95C Rizel commander types, which are awesome mobile suits. Let me just show this real quick. I love the look of these suits from Unicorn. Man, if they had some robot spirits of these, I'd be all over that. Or if there is, and I don't know, let me know. Okay, in order to give Subaroa, I've never said his first name. Subaroa Zinnerman, which is that kind of father figure from Marida, and their ship, the Garancier's time to escape. The resulting battle ends up reaching the colony interior and results in severe civilian casualties. Despite being significantly outnumbered, the Kshatriya manages to destroy a majority of the mobile suits. Yeah, for sure. Unicorn, great fight scenes. All right, battle at Industrial 7. I don't know if we really need to go in that for now. I guess because really this is the only time you really see the Kshatriya. Aftermath. After the Battle of Palau, the crew of the Nail or Argama began repairing the Kshatriya, thus becoming the NZ-666 Kshatriya Beserong. Okay, so that's why. Interesting. It has that kind of look because it was destroyed. Very cool. Interesting that they. So it still had the psychoframe cockpit, but they're not really talking about any other special armaments to it. Let's see what this picture is. This is when they are holding hands. When they're in, I forget which hangar it was. But yeah, anyway, Unicorn's worth watching anyway, just to see it in action. So anyway, so that's a little bit of history of the Kshatriya. Very cool looking mobile suit. It's got the what they call binders. And it's what shoots out the funnels, which it has it's at 20 something of them. So fantastic. Yeah, everything about this is just sick. I love the sleeves look, and they have that design with it. So yeah, very cool. Yeah, look at that there. With all the little funnels out there. So, all right, I guess that was, mobile suit of the week.